The alien autopsy. The haunted car of Bellevue. The beast of Okanagan. The ghost of Colonel Isaac Eby. The serpent of Phantom Lake. The seance of Lake Forest Park. Could these Northwest mysteries be real? Find out as It Is Real investigators uncover the secret and show you video clips from the most shocking Northwest phenomena ever seen.
Thanks, everyone.
Good evening.
Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Ron Bagwell.
My name is Bill McFerrin.
And welcome to another episode of It Is Real. Tonight we have a very exciting show for you. And after the first opening credits here, we'd like to get going. So I'd like to welcome you to the show, another season of It Is Real.
We'll be taking calls later, so think of some experiences that you've had with UFOs. That's the topic tonight. Me and Ron, we captured some film never before shown on TV before.
So thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for joining us tonight. We have a really action-packed show for you in store. This happened a few weeks ago. There were some incredible photographs that were taken over the Monroe area, just north of Seattle. We've included a couple of stills and a couple of shots of those amazing UFO photographs, along with quite a few others that we've gathered from our viewers and from other sources. So we've got a lot set up. We're going to be going through the tape here tonight, and we're going to be taking calls as we're viewing the tape. We're going to be talking about all the pictures.
We'll be taking a really close look at these pictures and zooming in and just getting in really close. See if these are real UFO photos. Are they fake? We saw the ones in Monroe and captured them on a video camera, and we're able to get some stills off the video camera to show you tonight. Also, I'd like you to think about your experiences. If you've had abduction experiences or have seen UFOs before, if you could give us a call and we could talk about it tonight.
Yeah, we were doing a shoot on a future show, an upcoming show, when we caught these two images up in the Monroe area, and we were so moved by what we saw, and it was so amazing that we actually got it on videotape, that we decided to put this show together tonight, which revolves around this. And with the sightings from last week, the so-called rocket re-entry over the west coast of the United States, we thought that everybody had a right to see this. So we've got some calls coming in already. We're going to get into the video here, though, now. We're going to start showing you some of the stills. We're going to have Don, our cameraman, freeze on some of the first couple of frames, and then we'll take some calls. and then we'll talk about these pictures. So Don, if you'd like to.
These are the UFOs we caught last week.
We're going to start them right now, so keep calling and we'll answer when we get to them.
Yeah, just keep letting it ring. We'll get to you.
Okay.
Well, we can talk right over the film.
Sure.
Actually, it's like a slideshow.
Yeah, but we were up in Monroe, and we were filming some shows, and we were just filming the clouds.
Nice day, nice cloudy day.
We caught this image here, and this was one of the first metallic disc objects that was in the sky up in Monroe. It was a nice day, perfect day for
moving very fast.
filming. And Don, why don't you freeze right there, and we'll freeze on this.
Yeah.
This was a metallic object. It was off quite a distance. It was, I would estimate, it was probably 1 mile to 2 miles away from us when we shot this. So that would make the size of it fairly large.
Moving very fast at the time, and this is a freeze frame, so you can't really get a feeling about it. That was going very fast, and I had to catch a frame of that film to bring it onto the show tonight.
Okay, and let's
This
see
other
what,
one was a little different.
what do we have coming up here now. We have something next. Okay, this is another image that was taken the same day. We might want to freeze on this pretty
Yeah,
soon.
different style.
Because we really zoomed in on this. This was hovering over the Puget Sound area, not too far from the, went over Monroe and then west towards Everett. And it was hovering over where the naval station is, basically.
And you see it has like windows on it, too.
It had rows of windows with lights, and if you notice in the upper left-hand corner, there appears to be some kind of energy burst, some kind of plasma release taking place in the upper left-hand corner.
Some energy up there.
This object was not going as fast. We're going to take our first call now, so let's take our first call. Caller, you're on the air. Where are you calling from?
Hello?
Hello, yes, you're on the air. Can you hear me?
Yeah?
Yeah, where are you calling from, caller?
Seattle.
Yeah, what do you think of the show so far?
Pretty good.
Yeah, what do you have any comments about what you're seeing?
No, I think you guys are doing a real good job, and I thought I'd call and let you guys know.
Hey,
Okay,
thanks.
well, if you ever
ever
see anything like this, or you want to give us a call and give us some input on this, feel free to.
All right.
Have you
Okay.
seen a UFO
Bye.
before?
Thanks. Okay,
No.
he just wanted to tell us, he liked the show, and we're glad to hear from that.
Oh,
These next scenes coming up here, this is pretty good. Don, why don't you pause this here right now? This is Mexico City. This was taken in 1997. This is some of the most amazing UFO photographs I've ever seen. They've been scrutinized and analyzed by photographic experts everywhere.
and thousands of people saw this
Tens of
particular
thousands
sighting.
of people witnessed these sightings over Mexico City over the last 5 to 6 years.
We're going to see a sequence here as it moves.
We have another call.
through
Let's
the
take
buildings
another
here.
call. We want to give our callers a chance to give us some input. Go ahead, Bill.
Hello, caller.
You're on the
Can you hear
air.
me? Hello.
You're on the air.
No,
Can you
they're
hear
gone.
us?
They're toast.
Okay, we lost that one. They got a little scared there. Well, these pictures are enough to scare anyone.
We're zooming in a little bit here.
Yeah, this is Mexico City, and this.
Oh, we got somebody? Let's just go take call.
Okay, here's another call. Let's take another call here. Caller, you're on the air.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Danny, and I'm Dennis, and I just want to say your show is hella good.
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
thanks.
have you ever seen a UFO?
Yeah, one time I saw it. I was sitting by the woods, and I saw this big red light. It was so freaky, and it
Wow.
just zoomed back up in the air.
Huh, real fast?
Yeah,
Oh, was it
so
oh,
fast.
Oh, really? Where do you live again?
Washington.
Washington
State of
State?
Washington.
Yeah, Seattle.
Okay, well, keep watching. You're going to see some more good pictures here tonight.
And you know the second picture?
Yeah?
I don't think it was real.
What do you think it was?
I think it was some flying disc.
Well, that's what all these are, some
That's
kind
what
of
they
flying
call
disc.
them.
But see, we're not saying everything is real here. We're not saying everything is a UFO. They're UFOs, but we're not saying they're from outer space. We don't know what they are.
Well, hey, next time on your show, can you talk about Bigfoot?
Hey,
Oh, yeah.
we've done that before, and we'll do it again. Thanks for calling.
Thank
All
you,
right,
there.
bye.
Good call.
Okay. Okay, that was a good call there. This one here, there's some more pictures still of the UFOs in Mexico City. And these are amazing because, I don't know, you've noticed it too, Bill, that it's a series of photographs taken of it going behind a building and by a building.
All right, this is a series.
It's a whole
moving
series
through
of
a whole-
photographs.
A large city. This is the largest city in the world.
This is one of the
actually.
next scenes here where it's actually hovering over the building. It's off in the distance. This is a very, very huge craft.
We're going to zoom in here and take a close look at this.
I mean, we're not talking about a little craft. And in a few minutes, you're going to see an enhanced version of it also, which proves that it's not something that's just dropped into the frame by like Adobe
No.
Photoshop or
no,
something.
this does not look like Adobe Photoshop here.
And these have been seen all over the whole country of Mexico for years and years. Here's another call. Let's take this one. Caller, you're on the air. Where are you calling from?
Seattle.
Hi. What's your
Seattle
name?
area.
Yeah. What do you think of the show?
You got to put the ones from Monroe up again,
Yeah, we're
Okay,
gonna
we'll go
get back
through
to those.
because man, that's pretty funny looking unit.
Yeah,
they look pretty strange.
Yeah, the first one we saw, it was off in a distance more. The second one we saw was a little closer.
Is it possible? Were they garbage can lids?
I don't know.
No, they were off in the distance.
I know we were filming our video show. We were filming our next show that had nothing to do with UFOs, and we were just shooting. We caught these in a corner of the camera lens, and we followed them for a while. The first one we didn't even see until we were editing the film.
Are you truly implying that there's some kind of alien craft?
Well, what we're truly implying is that there's something that I have no description, no definition for what it was.
I'd like to identify both of them.
Okay, what were they?
I think they're garbage can lids.
Okay, well that's good. That's as good a guess as anything.
And I think that wasn't a plasma release. I think it was like a sun, like a glance from the sun or something like that.
Yeah, the only problem with the garbage can theory on the first picture is that it was about a half a mile away from the camera.
Moving very fast.
It could have been someone with a really good arm.
So that's a darn big garbage can. Do you have anything else? Have you ever seen a UFO?
Yeah, how about yourself?
I've seen identified human objects.
Oh, yeah, I've seen those
people
too.
that I didn't know, I couldn't identify, but I don't think I've seen a UFO.
Okay, well, thanks for calling. Keep watching, and if you see anything else, just give us a call back, okay?
Sure.
A UHO.
Okay.
There you go.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, that was a good call. Everybody's got their ideas of what they're seeing here.
This is a jet fighter here.
This is another amazing picture. This picture comes from Argentina. And this is an amazing picture that was taken, I believe it was probably in the early 80s. And this has been analyzed and also, I use the word again, scrutinized by photographic experts everywhere. This was not thrown into the frame. This was not thrown in front of the camera.
Now there's a jet in there for
perspective. It's paralleling the
too.
same distance as the jet. The jet is in pursuit of this object. So that's, I mean, just make what you want of it, but we're just showing you some of the best pictures we've ever seen here. Here's another one right here. And this is another jet from the same area in pursuit of a large disk object. And the funny thing about it is, right after these films, right after these shots were taken, what I understand, is that the disk disappears at such a high rate of speed, there's no chance the jet can even catch it. And here, let's take another call.
Kind of zoomed in on that.
Let's get our callers in here. Caller, you're on the air. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Kent.
From Kent? Yeah, what do you think of the show so far?
Interesting, real interesting.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Kind of like the last caller said, you know, I've seen something that kind of, it could have been an airplane, but nothing that the public is basically familiar with.
Have you ever seen these pictures before?
No, that one there though, the only thing I question about that is I think that's a big fucking donut.
When you see it does look like a donut, doesn't it?
Doesn't it?
It could be, but the same thing I said before is that they've had experts look at these pictures and they've determined that it's equal distance from the camera as the jet is also. So either it's a donut with a tiny jet,
or a jelly filled.
Yeah.
Or it could be a jelly filled. You could be right there.
Yeah.
But it's an interesting picture nonetheless. Do you have any more comments?
That's about it.
Okay, well, if you want to call again, feel free to.
Thanks for the call.
Okay.
All right, let's keep going.
Okay, some interesting theories on these pictures, and I don't blame people for being skeptical. Do you, Bill?
No, you got to keep an open mind.
We have an open mind.
Yeah.
We just want to show you these pictures. These are some of the most fantastic pictures I've ever seen.
This is down the Florida Everglades here. You see a helicopter right next to a UFO.
This might be the old Men in Black thing.
Yeah, the Men in Black, they could be in cahoots with the flying saucer because they're like flying parallel with each other.
Yeah, we're not even ruling out that these objects are being designed and developed by our own government.
This could be a government saucer.
But this is an amazing shot right
Look at that. We're going to get in real close here.
And if you'll notice, if you get real close, which we did a second ago there, if Don could go back, well, we'll go back later and look at it.
Yeah, we'll go back to him.
You notice heat rising from the vehicle and around the vehicle, which indicates some kind of energy release and some kind of plasma release, as far as I'm concerned. So these pictures are amazing pictures. Let's see what next is coming up. He's going back to that last picture now. Let's take another call. Caller, you're on the air. Where are you calling from?
Redmond.
Yeah, what do you think of the show?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Yeah.
Where at?
Like up at Lake Stevens.
What did it look like?
It was just like this ball, and it was like floating over these trees.
Really? Did you call it in to anybody?
No.
You know,
there's not swamp gas or anything.
There's some numbers here in Seattle area that you can call. Matter of fact, Seattle's the headquarters of the Mutual UFO Network. Did you know that? Yeah, it's listed in the phone book. Peter Davenport is the man's name who runs it here.
MUFON.
And it's MUFON, it's called. And this is like the headquarters for the whole reporting area for MUFON.
Hi,
if you ever see anything like that, call him up because he takes his work very seriously. He's a very dedicated man.
Hi, I'm a friend of the person who was just on.
Okay.
Great.
And I was just going to say, I have seen lots of UFOs in like Seattle area and stuff.
Okay.
I noticed they had them round and they had like dents in their sides and stuff.
Dents?
Like it had been some kind of damage or something, or maybe that's just the way they made it.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for the call.
Yeah, if you see anything else, give us a call, okay?
Okay.
We got some more pictures to show you, so thanks for calling.
We'll keep showing more pictures here.
What's that?
What was that big, funny-looking thing with all the spikes?
Yeah, we'll show that again.
Yeah, we'll show that again.
Yeah.
We're going to show these all over again, so keep watching.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, thanks for the call. Some more UFOs here. We're just going to keep running through these.
Now, this one's the New Jersey one. Want to tell them about it, Bill?
They call it the Garden State.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to focus in on this. This is an interesting shot.
Why don't you freeze right there, Don?
That does not look like a Frisbee or anything to me.
But like when we get close to some of these, it'd be kind of good so we can freeze right there on the spot because you can see, not only are you getting close to where it starts to become distorted because of the distortion of the film, but you also see a heat being released from around the vehicle. And I think that's a real key element because if you throw a Frisbee or anything in front of a camera, you've got to heat it up to a couple thousand degrees before it's going to put off heat fumes. And nobody's going to be throwing a 2,000-degree Frisbee in front of a camera.
No, no heat fumes off a Frisbee.
So this indicates that it's something that's flying on its own, something that has its own power source. And that to me is one of the most, that's the most definite things to look for when you're looking at a picture like this. We have another call. Do you want to take it?
Yeah, let's go take another call. Don, you want to roll the film again? Maybe.
Okay, caller, you're on the phone. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name's Steve and I'm calling from Burien.
Steve from Burien?
Yeah, what do you think of the show so far?
I think it's pretty good. It reminded me of a time I drove by aliens with a light bulb-shaped instrument.
Yeah, I can hardly hear you. Could you pick up a little, Steve?
Abducted by aliens and sheep?
No, not by the sheep. I'm not from Montana for crying out loud. Jeez.
Oh, you were riding in a Jeep?
No.
For the love of God, man.
Are you still there?
No, he's not from Montana.
Oh, that's a good... Yeah. I think that he was very serious about what he just said. Okay.
Do you want to hold up one of those, one of our lines, maybe?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
We got a new call-in line tonight.
I want to try this out.
And since this has been in the news lately and it seems like we've got the situation under control, I can put this guy's face up here. We have the new Saddam line. So I want you to call in on this number and
if your name is Saddam,
tell us what you
either
think.
first or last, please call this line.
Yep. There it is right there.
Thanks. Okay, we'll keep going. This is in the Colorado Rockies, this picture here. I had a little trouble with the freeze frame there.
Now, what?
Nice.
Now, remember what was interesting about... Want to freeze on this, Don, real quick, right now? What was interesting about this, and you could tell the audience if you like about the ranchers?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Well, right during when this was captured on film, they had a lot of cattle mutilations in this area. And so a lot of UFO sightings match up with the cattle mutilations that are going on. So this picture is quite significant.
Yeah, there was a cattleman. He was in the news when this happened. A rancher. His name is Barker. He has a big ranch right in this area. He was out documenting some of the cattle mutilations that were happening to his herd with a video camera, because now for insurance reasons you can do that. When he was videotaping his actual cattle mutilations, this is what was in the air above the other end of his property.
Yeah.
He filmed it for approximately 30 seconds before it went behind the mountain.
Quite an amazing photo.
Yeah, we have another call here, I believe.
Some more calls. We'll keep going.
We don't have a call now.
No
so we'll keep
calls.
going.
Okay. Everybody's calling the Saddam line.
421-5005 is the number. Area code 206 if you need to dial the area code now, since everything changed in the last week.
Do you want to keep rolling through these pictures?
Yeah, keep rolling through, Don, and we'll look at some more. We have quite a few more to go through. It's the same picture. We'll go past this now. That's an amazing... There's a story behind every one of these.
Yeah, the next one's coming up here.
Now
there we go.
This is an amazing... This picture here, we're a little skeptical of it ourselves. So to let you know that we know everything we see we don't buy with hook, line, and sinker. This was supposedly over the Bay Area outside of San Francisco.
Yeah, it looks like a teapot.
And it just is a little too detailed for me, but who's to say? I mean, who's to say how it's supposed to look? Maybe this looks good to an alien.
Yeah, kind of ornamental.
I wouldn't fly it.
Well, you couldn't throw it, though. If you threw it, and it would be perfectly level there. That's hard to do.
That is very hard to do.
If that was thrown across the front of the camera. I don't think. That could be real.
Let's take another call here and see what this caller has to say.
Yeah, more callers here.
Caller, you're on the air. Where are you calling from?
Kent.
Yeah, what do you think of the show so far?
I like it.
Yeah, thanks.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Back in about 1970.
Where was that?
In Las Vegas.
Was it over the city?
No, it was over the mountains. I was coming out of a parking lot, and I looked up that way, and it looked like it was about 10 miles wide and shiny.
Oh, wow.
And everybody in the parking lot was looking.
You know, I've heard of them around there. See the picture? Go ahead, Don. Can you flip that picture back on? You see that picture there? That's right over Area 51. This is a top secret photograph that was taken a few years ago outside of Dreamland, Area 51. And this was hovering right over the hangar there. But what you saw sounded much larger.
It was like the size of about maybe 5 747s.
Wow.
And it just shined, and there was a number of jets that were heading towards it.
Wow.
And all the people in the parking lot were watching.
So a lot of people saw it. It wasn't just you.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's great.
So it was reported.
As far as I know, I'm sure it was.
Did they ever figure out what it was, or did they say it was a weather balloon?
I never did hear. I've had other people try to explain it to me, like something similar to the Northern Lights, but I don't buy that.
No, there's a lot of times you see something, you know it's not the Northern Lights, you know it's not Venus, and you know it's not a weather balloon.
Right.
But they still give you the same story.
Of course they do.
Yeah,
well, thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Sharing.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, good calls tonight.
Okay, this is this picture we were just talking about here. This was over Area 51, which is Dreamland of Nevada. This is a really exciting picture by looking at the shadows on the bottom of the craft.
We're going in real close here.
Yeah,
Let's take a look here.
This is in the same area that the last caller was talking about, as far as the area where there has been a tremendous amount of sightings in the last 50 years, the Las Vegas area.
Weird shape to this craft, too.
Yeah, this is very stealth-like looking. We have another call if we want to take it.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Caller, you're on the air.
Hi.
Yeah, where are you calling from?
Issaquah.
Issaquah?
I can't believe I got through.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got through. Have you ever seen a UFO?
Actually, you know, I grew up in West Seattle, and, you know, it was during the 60s, so there was a lot of sonic booms and things like that going on. I wasn't sure that if there was some things that the government was doing, trying to be like UFOs and that.
Yeah,
but I did see a couple things in West Seattle during the 60s that were unbelievable.
You know, I'm surprised at the number of people that have seen things, and yet we still have this denial going on.
Well, yeah, and also I lived in Colorado, and Colorado has a lot of sightings there, too.
Oh, we have some.
Sure.
There's some tremendous sightings in Colorado.
And I also have a feeling that's because that's where our base is.
Yeah, a lot of top military secrets.
United States. But I really like your show, and I just wanted to tell you.
Hey, thanks a lot.
It's good to make everybody aware that we're not the only people in the universe.
I hope we're not.
No.
So good luck to you guys.
Yeah, well, thanks for calling. We appreciate your comments.
Too big a place to just be here by ourselves.
You have a good night. Okay.
There was a famous sighting on Vashon Island.
Okay, let's get back to the film. Yeah, that was, when was that? Back in the 40s?
So that was 60s.
This picture here is purported to be from the 1947 Roswell crash. This is supposed to be a picture of one of the actual crashed alien victims, actually wearing the flight suit that it was on when they found it. I don't know. I mean, make of what you want of it. It's a strange-looking picture. If you were going to fake something, you think it would look a little better than that. So it's a strange collar it's got on it. But that's a strange one.
Yeah.
We got another call. We'd have time for another call?
Well, we're running down close on time, too.
Okay. Caller, you're on the air. What's your name and where are you calling from? Are you there?
I think. We lost him. Let's keep taking calls. Open line. Oh, another call.
This is a crazy picture here.
Yeah. Oh, man.
This is supposedly a hybrid alien human being baby. This is a cross between an alien. You've heard, I don't know if anybody in the audience has heard about the so-called experiments that are going on where they're abducting women, and stealing their eggs and making hybrid babies. Well, this is supposedly the result of one of those
half-human,
experiments. I wouldn't want to run into this creature.
No.
I hope it grows up looking a little better than that. Anyway, we have a call. Caller, you're on the air. Where are you calling from?
I want to kind of roll through this one.
Yes. Have you ever seen a UFO?
I was abducted by one time.
Where did it take you?
I don't know. They all spoke French.
Well, that's
interesting.
Might have sounded like French. How old were you?
I was about 11.
But how old are you now?
13.
So it was 2 years ago?
Yeah. It was like there was this giant blue flash in the sky, and then it just like, I don't know, I was just like somewhere else.
Huh.
That is strange. Well, if you see anything else, give us a call. Have you seen any pictures on here that look familiar to you?
No.
Not the one that's on there now?
No. That one's kind of abstract.
Okay, I'm sure it is.
Yes.
Hey, thanks for calling.
A good comment.
Okay, bye. Okay, that was a good call.
Yeah, very good
I think
call.
we might have a couple more pictures. We're about running out of time here. We'll take a couple more calls here in a second.
Why don't you let that film run a little bit?
Now, this picture here is supposedly a camera that was flashed by a person. This is a gray. If you've ever heard of the grays that come to visit people during the night, Whitley Strieber has a lot to say about, the author has a lot to say about these creatures. He looked at this and he says from his memories and under hypnosis, this is what he sees during the night when he's abducted.
A lot of people see a critter like this.
This is a strange little face.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to have this peering at me during the night. But anyway, this is one of our last films here. We're going to rewind it and show you a few more. Let's take one more call. Caller, you're on the air. You have about 10 seconds. Where are you calling from?
Hello?
Yeah, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Seattle, and I want to know if you guys know the number to the UFO thing.
You know, we don't, but we're going to show a number at the end of the show here at the closing. Yeah. Write it down and leave us your phone number, and we'll call you and give it to you, okay?
If you're on the internet, get on our website.
When are you going to talk about Bigfoot?
We will later, but watch for the number at the end of the show, okay?
All right.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I think we're ready to go.
Yeah, we're about ready to wrap it up. We really appreciate all your calls tonight.
Yeah, very good show, good calls. We're working on some future shows regarding cults, so if you can stay tuned, we'll try to announce a little bit ahead of time. If you get on our webpage, we'll try to let you know when our next show is going to go.
We better wrap it up now, though.
Okay.
Hey, thanks for joining us
everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks.
Good crowd tonight.